Give him another go, Ned.
That's my father. And my Uncle Benjamin.
Keep your shield up, or I'll ring your head like a bell.
They were all so happy.
So are you.
Stop showing off. Liana!
My Aunt Leanna. I've seen her statue in the crypt. My father never talked about her.
Where'd you get out of here? We're sparring.
You're going to spar with Lynette because of the Eyrie.
I don't know.
What about him? Willis, come here.
Hodor?
If he's got giant's blood, and you've got training.
Sounds like a fair match to me. Benji always lifts his chin when he's about to charge.
And lowers it when he's going to dodge from a lady. Hodor talks.
Your other right. You leave the fight into the little lords, Willis. Come along now. No place for you.
Oh, Nan, look at the size of him. If he ever learned to fight, he'd be unstoppable.
Well, he's never going to learn to fight because he's a stable boy. So leave him be.
It is time to go.
Please, a little longer. You finally show me something I care about, and then you drag me away.
It is beautiful beneath the sea. But if you stay too long, you'll drown.
I wasn't drowning. I was home. Willis,
Hodor.
I saw you as a boy. You could talk. What happened?
Hodor.
Where's Mira?
Hodor.
You shouldn't be here. It's not safe outside the cave.
It's not safe anywhere.
I thought that Hodor wasn't always Hodor.
Hodor.
His real name is Willis, and he could talk and fight and then... What's wrong? The Three-Eyed Raven says there's a war coming.
And we're going to fight it in there.
Brandon Stark needs you.
For what? I sit in there and I watch him have his visions and nothing ever happens.
He isn't going to stay here forever. And out there, he needs you.
It's time, said Davos. Open the door, and the men inside can rejoin their brothers in peace. We'll even set the wolf free north of the wall where it belongs. Nobody needs to die tonight.
I've never been much of a fighter. Apologies for what you're about to see.
Come on. Fight, you cowards! You fucking traitor.
The only traitors here are the ones who shove their knives into their Lord Commander's heart.
For thousands of years, the Night's Watchers held Castle Black against the wildlings. Until you.
Throw them into the cells where they belong.
Took a lot of knives. I'll have my men get the wood for a fire. Bodies to burn.
Hey, right, so there she is. High and mighty Queen Cersei. Sits and arse jiggling in the breeze. All of a sudden, she looks my way. Gives me a little smile like, well, it's all right, you know, I've never been shy and I'm blessed hands out, so I put it right out. She's never seen anything like it. I mean, she's used to her brother, and from what I hear, Jamie Lannister's half an inch shy of an inch. She sees it, and I swear to the gods, she licks her lips. Well, you all know me, you know I wouldn't lie about this.
Get out of my way.
King's orders, Your Grace.
What are the King's orders?
He would like you to remain in the Red Keep, Your Grace, for your own protection.
You're barring me from attending my own daughter's funeral.
Forgive me, Your Grace, by the King's command, I cannot let you pass.
I would like to speak to my son.
He has left the Red Keep, Your Grace.
She grew up.
Almost.
Have we caught Prince Tristain's killers? I expect it was Mother.
Your mother wouldn't do that.
Yes, she would.
Are you angry with her?
Of course not.
Then why didn't you let her come? She has every right to be here.
He told me she wouldn't be allowed in the Sept. If she had tried...
I'm not putting your mother in a cell ever again. Not while I'm here. Why haven't you gone to see her? Everything she endured, she did it for you.
Don't you think I know that? I'm sorry. But I can't.
Why not?
When the Faith Militant seized her and Marjorie, What did I do? When they paraded her through the streets like a whore, what did I do?
We all fail sometimes.
The king is supposed to be the protector of the realm. If I can't even protect my own wife or my own mother, what good am I?
Go and see your mother and ask her to forgive you.
Your Grace. Lord Commander.
I want to see my wife.
The guards wait for Queen Marjorie to confess her crimes and seek their mercy. The king must wait as well.
Go and see your mother, Tommen. You're a bold man.
On the contrary, I fear a great deal. The father, the mother, the warrior. Do you know why we use these stones? To remind us not to fear death. We close our eyes on this world and open them on the next.
You must long for the next life.
In truth, I fear that too.
You imprisoned and humiliated my sister.
Your sister sought the gods' mercy and atoned for her sin.
What about my sins? I broke a sacred oath and stabbed my king in the back. I killed my own cousin. When the gods judged my brother guilty, I helped him escape that justice. What atonement do I deserve?
You would spill blood in this holy place.
Well, the gods don't mind. They spill more blood than the rest of us combined.
Go on then. I deserve it. We all do. We are weak, vain creatures. We live only by the mother's mercy.
They should be closer if you mean for them to save you.
I don't. They'd never reached me before you struck.
I fought against worse odds.
No doubt many of us would fall. But who are we? We have no names, no family. Every one of us is poor and powerless. And yet together, we can overthrow an empire.
Mother?
Did they put her in the red gown or the gold?
Gold.
Good. It was always her colour.
I'm sorry for keeping you here. I shouldn't have, but I didn't want to lose you again.
I understand. I'm glad to see you.
I know I should have come sooner. I wanted to. I was wrong.
It's all right.
No, it isn't. I should have executed all of them. I should have pulled down the sept onto the High Sparrow's head before I let them do that to you. You would have, for me. You raised me to be strong. And I wasn't. But I want to be. Help me. Always.
If I lost my cock, I'd drink all the time. Meaning no offense. He makes dwarf jokes, I make eunuch jokes.
I do not make dwarf jokes.
You think them? So,
The fleet. It's been burned.
We are searching for the men who burned the ships, but nobody saw anything.
Surely there's some good news lurking somewhere.
Astapor and Yunkai have stopped asking us for aid.
Perhaps they can tell us the secret.
The masters have retaken both cities. Outside of Marine, the whole of Slavers Bay has returned to the slavers.
What about the dragons? We have 2 of them here, beneath the pyramid.
They are not eating. They haven't touched any food since Queen Daenerys left.
Daenerys is the Dragon Queen. We can't very well let the dragons starve, that's obvious.
If a dragon does not want to eat, how do you force him to eat?
Dragons do not do well in captivity.
How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink, and I know things. The dragons Aegon used to conquer Westeros ranged over hundreds of miles. Then Daenerys' ancestors started chaining them up in pens. A few generations later, the last dragons were no larger than cats. They must be unchained or they'll waste away. Missandei, how many times were you in the company of these dragons?
Many times.
And did they ever harm you?
Never.
Dragons are intelligent. More intelligent than men, according to some maesters. They have affection for their friends and fury for their enemies. I am their friend.
Do they know that?
They will. It's time they had their supper. I'm friends with your mother. I'm here to help. Don't eat the help. When I was a child, an uncle asked what gift I wanted for my name day. I begged him for one of you. It wouldn't even have to be a big dragon, I told him. It could be little, like me. Everyone laughed, like it was the funniest thing they'd ever heard. Then my father told me the last dragon had died a century ago. I cried myself to sleep that night. But here you are. Next time I have an idea like that, punch me in the face.
What's your name? What's your name?
No one.
I don't believe that. You don't believe that.
are you?
No one.
If a girl says her name, a man will let her sleep under a roof tonight.
A girl has no name.
If a girl says her name, a man will feed her tonight.
A girl has no name.
If a girl says her name, a man will give her eyes back.
A girl has no name.
Leave it. That girl is not a beggar anymore.
We came upon the bodies on our way here.
Half a dozen men. Your best hunters.
They obviously had help.
I didn't think Lady Sansa killed them all by herself. Thank you for this report, Lord Carstark.
We know where she's going. Her brother's at Castle Black.
Ned Stark's last surviving son.
Jon Snow's a bastard, not a Stark.
So was I, Father.
Your hold on the north will never be secure as long as a Stark can walk through that door.
Castle Black isn't defended on the southern side. And the few men left are barely men at all. Farm boys and thieves. With a small force, we could storm the castle, kill Jon Snow...
Murder the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch? You'd unite every house in the north against us.
We don't need every house in the north. The Umbers, the Mandalists, and the Karstarks command more soldiers than all the other houses combined. With their support, none could challenge us.
The Starks lost my house the day King Rob cut off my father's head. It's time for new blood in the north.
If you acquire a reputation as a mad dog, you'll be treated as a mad dog. Taken out back and slaughtered for pig feed.
My lords, Lady Walder has given birth. A boy. Red-cheeked and healthy.
My congratulations, Lord Bolton.
Congratulations, Father. I look forward to meeting my new brother.
You'll always be my firstborn.
Thank you for saying that. It means a great deal to me. Mr. Walken, send ravens to all the northern houses. Roose Bolton is dead. Poisoned by our enemies. How did he die?
Poisoned by his enemies.
You talking to your lord? Use respect.
Forgive me, my lord.
Send for Lady Walder and the baby.
She's resting, my lord. At once, my lord.
There he is.
Isn't he wonderful?
May I hold him?
Of course.
Little brother.
Lord Bolton sent for us. Have you seen him?
Of course. Follow me, Mother.
Where's Lord Bolton?
It's cold out here, Ramsay. I need to feed him. Ramsay? Where is your father? Ramsay? Where is Lord Bolton?
I am Lord Bolton.
Ramsay. Ramsay, please. I'll leave Winterfell. I'll go back to the Riverlands. Please. Ramsay. He's your brother.
I prefer being an only child.
I saw her with a man. I don't think he hurt her. She didn't want to leave him. He didn't want to leave her.
You don't know which way she went?
I spent 3 days looking for her. She disappeared.
How'd she look?
She looked good. She wasn't exactly dressed like a lady.
No, she wouldn't be.
What happened at Winterfell?
I should have gone with you while I had the chance.
It was a difficult choice, my lady. We've all had to make difficult choices.
We shouldn't be lighting fires. It's not safe. He wants to hunting us.
We just have to make it to Castle Black. Once we're withdrawn, Ramsay won't be able to touch us.
John will have me killed the moment I step through the gate.
I won't let him. I'll tell him the truth about Bran and Rickon.
And the truth about the farm boys are killed in their place. And the truth about Sir Roderick, who I beheaded. And the truth about Rob, who I betrayed.
When you take the Black, all your crimes are forgiven.
I don't want to be forgiven. I can never make amends to your family for the things I've done. And they'll keep you safer than I ever could.
You're not coming with us?
I would have taken you all the way to the wall. I would have died to get you there. May I take one of the horses?
Where will you go?
Home.
The Glovers have retaken Deepwood Motte.
And the Ironborn who held it?
They died fighting. To a man.
What is dead may never die.
What is dead may never die. But they did. And our invasion died with them. Deepwood Motte was our last stronghold on the mainland.
Then we will take more.
Why? For more pine cones and rocks?
Because I order it.
We can defeat anyone at sea. But we'll never hold lands and castles against mainland armies.
Not if our captains defy my orders, abandon their posts, and sacrifice our men on foolish missions.
I won't apologize for trying to rescue Theon.
Then where is he?
Where is your kingdom? We took those castles because the Northerners marched off to war. That war is over. The last time we provoked them too far, I watched from that window as they breached our walls and knocked down our towers. I lost 2 brothers that day.
And I lost 3 sons. The War of the 5 Kings, they call it, but the other 4 are dead. When you rule the Iron Islands, you can wage all the peace you want, but for now, shut your mouth and obey, or I will make another heir who will. move aside for your king.
Haven't I always, brother?
I thought you'd be rotting under some foreign sea by now.
What is dead may never die. Has the custom changed since I've been gone? Aren't you supposed to repeat the words?
You can mock our god without my help.
I don't mock the drowned god. I am the drowned god. From Old Town to Karth, when men see my sails, they pray. You're old, brother. You have had your time. Now let another rule.
I heard you lost your mind during a storm on the Jade Sea. Tied you to the mast to keep you from jumping overboard.
They did.
And when the storm passed, you cut out their tongue.
I needed silence.
What kind of an ironborn loses his senses during a storm?
I am the storm, brother. The first storm and the last. And you're in my way.
Lord, take your servant Balon back beneath the waves. Feed the creatures of your kingdom on his flesh. Pull his bones down to your depths to rest beside his ancestors and his children.
What is dead may never die. I'm going to find out who did this. I'm going to feed them to the sharks while they live. I swear it by the Salt Throne.
The Salt Throne is not yours to swear upon. Not unless the King's Moot chooses you.
My father would have wanted me to rule.
Your father does not get to choose. The law is clear. Perhaps you'll win. Perhaps you'll be the first woman in history to rule the Ironborn. And perhaps not.
Come in.
Sorry, my lady. I mean to interrupt.
You interrupt nothing.
I assume you know why I'm here.
I will after you tell me.
It's about the Lord Commander.
The former Lord Commander.
Does he have to be?
What are you asking?
Do you know of any magic that could help him? Bring him back.
If you want to help him, leave him be.
Can it be done?
There are some with this power.
How?
I don't know.
Have you seen it done?
I met a man who came back from the dead, but the priest who did it... It shouldn't have been possible.
But it was. It could be, now.
Not for me.
Not for you. I saw you drink poison that should have killed you. I saw you give birth to a demon made of shadows.
Everything I believed. The great victory I saw in the flames. All of it was a lie. You were right all along. The Lord never spoke to me.
Fuck him, then. Fuck all of them. I'm not a devout man, obviously. 7 gods, drowned gods, tree gods, it's all the same. I'm not asking the Lord of Light for help. I'm asking the woman who showed me that miracles exist.
I never had this gift.
Have you ever tried?
Zis on yosu, Tigagon exiotepi. Sigis hen sintrorus. Zihis persis te pagon exionio jorepi. Semur hultas, lys kelitsos. Sikagon. En sindroro onios. En persis, en kil persis. En morchot gleison. En sindroro onios. En kir persis. En morchot gleison. En sindroro onios. En kir persis. En morchot gleison. En sindroro onios, en kir persis, en morchot gleison.